Hello there! Regular viewers know just how much I love sheer, buildable lip colour, so I couldn't have been more excited about one of Fenty Beauty's latest launches. The Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipsticks, try saying that 10 times fast, arrived in late June and certainly made a splash. There are so many try-on videos around. I'll link my YouTube friend Amanda Zed's video down below and the stunning Leslie from the Instagram account Fresh Lengths, whose lip swatches will sell you on every single shade. If you're new to my channel, my flat lay style puts the focus on the products, so I'll be talking you through the formula in detail and sharing some neat swatches of all 10 shades. I already had several in my Sephora cart but was surprised by a press package with the whole range, so I hope this colour comparison will be as helpful as possible for all of you. I've tried quite a few different Fenty products since my first video on the brand way back in February 2018, so let me know if you'd like to see an updated brand review at some stage. And yes, a Cheeks Out cream blush and bronzer review is still on the way, just waiting for Sephora Australia to restock a couple of shades I have my eye on. The Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipsticks are designed to let lipstick lovers slip into something a little more comfortable. The name gets straight to the point really, these are sheer shiny lipsticks. They're described as a lightweight, creamy lipstick that delivers sheer colour and shine in a range of nudes to shimmer pops. How do they feel? Nice and comfortable on the lips, not too oily or slippery like a gloss where the colour might move around too much. There's slightly more tackiness than some of the other sheer lipsticks I love, like Pat McGrath's Lip Fetish formula or Lipstick Queen Medieval. You can see those in a video linked below, but these don't feel sticky, still really comfortable. This is meant to be a clinically proven moisture lock formula, in quotes, with pomegranate butter to condition your lips. That adds to the comfort factor and these sort of melt into the lips as you apply them, but for me, no sheer balmy lipstick will ever replace the power of a nourishing lip balm, so don't expect this formula to really repair or help your dry lips. Here are all 10 shades. Quartz Candy, Sugar Kiss, Tang Thang, Makeout Break, Glazed, Retro Rose, Goji Gang, Cookies and Cocoa, Bubble Rum, and Vamps Who Brunch. The sheer look means they're designed to be buildable, not a burst of colour right from the beginning. For a sheer formula, they do layer fairly well, but some shades are stronger than others. We'll see that when we start swatching. They're designed to be effortless and easy to apply without a mirror, which I always enjoy. Basically just means you don't have to be as precise as a highly pigmented product. Importantly, your natural lip colour will always impact how sheer shades like these come across. These tones will look slightly different on everyone, and given Fenty is a beacon of inclusivity in the beauty world, there's a very good chance you'll find images or videos online of these in action on your skin tone. Every shade has a bit of shimmer and glitter in the formula, which I personally can't feel in it. I know some people say they do, but you can certainly see it in some shades a lot more than others. Sometimes it just gets lost in the general shine of the formula and creates fuller looking lips, but some of the glitters have a flip in the light which changes how a couple of the colours come across. Personally, not a shimmery lip person, so I would have loved it if this range was shimmer free and they just let the formula and nice shades shine on their own. The packaging is in line with Fenty's usual faceted, geometric sort of look, very similar to but a bit skinnier than the Mademoiselle Plush Matte lipsticks. And if you're planning to collect a few of these, they're not magnetised like her matchsticks, so they won't stick together. I also want to touch on wear time, which is always difficult to do, so I rarely comment on it in my videos because there are just so many variables for each person. The condition of your lips, how hydrated you are, did you apply lip balm, lip liner, are you eating or drinking while wearing it? Generally, any lip product with shine is going to have more movement and won't be as long wearing as a matte that grips to your lips. So don't expect these to last all day. It's not a fair fight compared to a matte or liquid lipstick, which is designed to deliver that. For a lip shine, I found that these hung around for about an hour on me. I wore it out to dinner once and the colour didn't last throughout the night, and I didn't think the comfortable feel did either. That had worn off within about an hour or so too. Something that was still there was some glitter. When the colour starts to fade, the glitter gets left behind and becomes a bit more evident. It's very, very fine though, so depending on your glitter sensitivity, it might not be too obvious unless you're really looking for it up close or it catches the light. The scent is definitely worth noting too. I certainly noticed it having all 10 shades open at times while filming this. There's a very distinct sweet vanilla candy scent, which initially seemed quite yummy, but the more I smell it, it's not my favourite. I'm not repulsed like some reactions I've seen, but it's not so nice I want to lick it off my lips either. And I'm not someone who's particularly sensitive or worried by fragrance or flavour in lipsticks, but to me, this is quite strong. I'd say it's as strong as the Fenty Gloss Bomb glosses, which we'll get to later, later, but it's a bit different. Those glosses have a really peachy, candy, almost sherbet scent and taste to me, whereas this is vanilla and miscellaneous sweetness, maybe something a bit fake fruity about it too. I know some of you love it, I know some of you can't stand it, so let me know what you think. Scent is always very personal. I kept all of these fresh to film with several weeks ago, so let's get on with the swatches. Number 1, Quartz Candy is described as clear with pink iridescence. Gotta start swatching high up my arm because there's a lot to get through. The emphasis is on shine rather than any pigment with this one, so it's a little bit hard to see here, but it could be an alternative to a gloss if you want a bit less slip. I love how this one looked on Leslie from Fresh Lengths, but on my natural lip colour, the pink iridescence is more obvious than I'd like. Number 2, Sugar Kiss is called a bubblegum pink, and that's a pretty perfect way to put it. This is not a soft, subtle petal pink, it really pops. A true bubblegum candy burst of pink. It's a reasonably light pink, and no one's natural lip colour really looks like this, so on me it ends up looking a bit milky, and I definitely prefer the more rosy pinks we'll get to in a minute. Number 3, Tang Thang is described as a red-orange. Hello, instant favourite when I saw this shade online, and it definitely lived up to expectations. There's something instantly summery and fresh and happy about this sort of blood orange shade. Nice to brighten up the face with one subtle swipe, or you can layer it to look a bit more intense like this. Number 4, Makeout Break is called a Latte Nude. I'm not a coffee drinker, and sadly I'm not super into this shade either. It's just a touch too light for me. Pale beige shades don't do much on my skin tone, but I've seen this colour look great on other people. It was in Estee Lauder's latest Beauty Favourites video. I personally like a little bit more oomph like the very next shade. Number 5, Glazed is described as a peachy pink. Not much pink to it for me, but this is my kind of peachy nude. I always think slightly peachier shades look better on me, and this is a great one. It builds quite nicely, but is obviously still going to be sheer and let your natural lip colour show. Apart from the first shade, you can see these mostly just have shine in the light, and the glitter isn't too evident so far. Number 6, Retro Rose is called a dusty pink, and it's definitely been the shade I've reached for most. Fairly close to my natural lip colour, so it's nice to just add a touch of rosy colour and shine. It's not too far off matching my nails in this video too. It's an easy, everyday sort of shade, and the shine just livens up the face even if you don't have much other makeup on. Number 7, Goji Gang is described as a rosy mauve, and we're starting to move into deeper shade territory here. This is a beautiful, subtle berry. I say subtle because there's a crazy bold berry coming up soon. It's only slightly more purple toned than Retro Rose above, not that much darker. Another shade that's really easy to swipe on every day or as a quick bit of polish before a Zoom meeting. Number 8, Cookies and Cocoa is called a cocoa berry, which is such a nice way of describing it, much better than brownie berry, which I always say. Cocoa berry sounds so much cooler, and this one looks very cool on the lips. It's got a bit of depth to it, nice and sophisticated, but not too dark, so it seems like a good work appropriate shade too. Number 9, Bubble Rum is described as a chocolate brown, and it is delicious. Now we're at the deep end. This is obviously the darkest shade yet, but I think it's also more pigmented than the others, and you instantly get more colour payoff. Building this up gives you a nice, warm, milk chocolatey look. Brown might be too 90s for some people, but I love this kind of shade in autumn and winter. Finally, number 10, Vamps Who Brunch is called a plum with blue iridescence. Now I love plum and berry lip colours, but blue is not normally something I want in my lip description unless it's a blue toned red. I expected to love this shade, but the glitter and blue flip is just too noticeable for me. I've seen it in other reviews, and the blue seems to dominate on other skin tones too. Sadly, makes it a lot less wearable for me. There they all are. Quartz Candy, Sugar Kiss, Tang Thang, Makeout Break, Glazed, Retro Rose, Goji Gang, Cookies and Cocoa, Bubble Rum, and Vamps Who Brunch. Plenty of shine and glow in true Fenty style. If you wanted to wear these in a super subtle way, this is how it looks with just one swipe of each. Really barely there, but a hint of tint might be what you're after. I thought I'd play around with more of those swatch jump cuts to show you how buildable the shades are. So that's one swipe of each, two swipes of each, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gradually increasing each time. Still nice and sheer overall, but the shades that usually stand out most are the darkest. Bubble Rum and Vamps Who Brunch. Time to play favourites now, and Tang Thang, Glazed, Retro Rose and Cookies and Cocoa are my top picks. What would you choose? Overall, I love the feel of the formula and some of the shades, but would have liked to tweak other aspects like the glitter and scent. I thought I'd also do a quick comparison with the other Fenty lip products I own too, so you can see how Slip Shine fills a nice gap in the range between the Gloss Bomb glosses and Mademoiselle lipsticks. The Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer is Fenty's best-selling lip gloss. Not just a bestseller for the brand, but in general, it's usually in the top gloss spot on the US Sephora website. Fantastic formula, so comfortable, so shiny, but not sticky. The feel isn't far off some of the lip oils or lip oil glosses I love, and I think the peachy vanilla sweetness is delicious. I have the original Fenty Glow in a mini, described as a shimmering rose nude, but it's quite a caramel tone on me, and the more recent Hot Chocolate, which is a lovely, deep, shimmering brown shade. It's very sheer, definitely a bit less pigmented than I'd hoped, so it only slightly tints my lips. If you're looking for a close shade match for these two in the Slip Shine range, I'd say Makeout Break and Glazed are closest to Fenty Glow on me, and Cookies and Cocoa and Bubble Rum are variations on Hot Chocolate. Not quite there, but nearly. So there's the original Fenty Glow gloss next to Makeout Break and Glazed, then the Hot Chocolate gloss next to Cookies and Cocoa and Bubble Rum. The Slip Shine lipsticks definitely sit between Gloss Bomb and the next matte lipsticks. They have the shine of a gloss, obviously not as much of a wet look as the Gloss Bombs here. They're also more buildable than the glosses, but nowhere near as intense as these. Fenty's Mademoiselle plush matte lipsticks deliver all-out colour. They might be some of the most intensely pigmented lip products in my entire collection. Such rich colour in very few swipes. Griselda here is a great vampy dark berry. Even though it's matte, luckily it has an ever so slightly powdery feel to it, so it's not drying. Unlike the other two formulas, these don't seem to have any added sweetness. There's a slight lipsticky, chemically scent, but I definitely don't notice any particular flavour. The bullet itself is also more narrow, so you can be quite precise. The Mademoiselle shade range is really fun. You can see several brights in action in a lipstick try-on video my friend What Kate Finds filmed with her friend Currently Carrington. I'd love to hear how the Slip Shine Sheer Shiny lipsticks stack up for you. Are you already a Fenty fan, or did this new release tempt you to try the brand for the first time? Did you snap up a shade or two, or did you give this launch a miss? Please share your thoughts on the shades, the formula, the glitter, the scent. Let's get mini reviews happening in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.